Hi guys, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to Oliveboard's YT complete descriptive revision today. So yeah, Paras, good evening. There are two topics which I wanted to discuss, the key points of, and I will be doing that today. So share the session, everybody. Also, guys, before I begin, I have to talk about SBI POR weekly live test. So till 27th November, this is available. So this is a weekly live test. How much you are prepared, okay, to understand that, you can now only register. Do check on the website. Also, we have courses. The Super Elite is our best plan, okay, on Oliveboard. If you want maximum discount, you have to use my code, which is HARSHITA Harshita, for maximum discount. This is for Super Elite, and Super Elite includes all your important you can say courses, batches like Clerk mains, SBI Clerk mains, and other courses, Nabard as well. Now we will start today. I know this is the last day before your exam. I don't want you to get nervous. It is like going to be it's going to be like your revision session also. It's going to be like a revision session also for all of you. You can ask any query you have, all your doubts for tomorrow, anything you feel you want to know about interface, about descriptive, about your test, about your objective paper. And do not be worried because you have prepared so well. Just give your 100%. Don't compare your mock marks with anything. So I'll take the session where I am going to today discuss two topics, okay, which were pending, okay. So first I will be discussing what? Climate change, and second I will be discussing, first let us write climate change. So I'll give you the bullet points. For this I'm going to give you the bullet points. Suppose climate change is your topic, climate change and its impacts. You tell me what is your first thing that comes to your mind. What will you write? Like first thing. Now you should be in a position to tell me why. Like I know you divide it by paragraphs. So if I have to introduce or give the introduction of this topic, climate change, its impact, or you can get the recent climate summits that are happening. Okay, guys, you write very basic. You should have just basic knowledge, and you can write using very basic words. There is no problem of vocab. Direct, short, you can say simple sentences is what you have to write. Okay, so tell me climate change. Start giving your topics, guys. I'm looking at the chat box here. So I want you to give me what is the first thing in introduction we should mention. Probably I have told you, if you get stuck, remember whatever you have learnt in GA also, use that also. Your summits, your themes, your schemes of government. So you know all that can be utilized here. This content can be utilized. So what is the first thing? Definition, okay. Yours lovingly. We can place full stop? No. Yeah. After name Veera, you don't put full stop. After writing yours lovingly, you put a comma. Okay. There is no full stop. You should put after the name. Okay. Your date pattern is perfectly fine. Geeta, your date pattern is correct. Okay. Yeah. Do we have to write like introduction, body? See, Adarsh, this will be counted. It is your choice. You can write introduction or you can skip. Directly start with the para. But if you write introduction, this will be counted as one word. Okay? Right? So that is not a problem. That is, you know, if you want, you can do it. Climate change. First thing we will give is a definition. Also keep asking your doubts, guys, because this is your last class. Ask me anything you want. But I want you all to do really good. Okay. So climate change is a global challenge today. Sorry, I will just give you pointers very, very quickly. Okay. So this topic was pending. Climate change is a global challenge today. Okay, what is it? Define climate change. Okay, it is a very crucial topic, definitely. It refers to the changes. Okay, guys, if you get stuck, define the topic in introduction. If you go blank, what to do in introduction? Define the topic given. Okay, backspace you can use. Others, backspace will work. Okay, now it is necessary to touch. Yes, Veera, I am telling you, very strict. Be very strict with word limit. If you will obey the word limit, you will get half the marks. Okay, so climate change, it refers to the changes in Earth's climatic conditions. It refers to the changes in Earth's climatic conditions okay, it refers to the changes in the Earth's climate conditions. It describes the changes in the atmosphere. Okay, now you know, this is one essay where I personally feel little bit data is required. Why? Because there are so many editorials, so many articles regarding climate change, and there's so much spoken about it. Like recently the meeting was there. Okay, so you can't skip something, you know, you should have the updated data or recent news regarding it. Okay, so when you define the topic also, what is climate change? Okay, so after defining the topic in detail, little bit, whatever fact you know, if you can learn one fact, like somebody mentioned this can be an important topic, so if you can mention a small fact about it, okay, you can add. Can you give me? Yeah, I think it is better if we write some facts. Can anybody mention some facts about climate change? Okay, you can say a recent report from the, okay, I've written some facts, I'll just let you know. A recent report from the United Nations predicted, guys, and one more thing I have to tell you, very, very important. Suppose, guys, United Nations predicted, if you forget the exact data, then should you mention it? You should not mention fake data, but little bit approximate, you know, then you mention approximately, use the word, because sometimes we don't know the exact data. Then you can state fact, you can give data by using words like approximately, almost. Okay, how to place question number? Suppose I have selected topic option B, so I will write B here, okay, and then I will start from the next line, left side, extreme left. Okay, yesterday I did the interface video also. If you have not watched my latest descriptive interface video, please watch. Can we share that link? Okay, we are sharing the link in the chat box in a while for descriptive interface. If you have not watched it, please watch it. I did it last night before exam. Watch it. Okay. Chalo, guys, so the United Nations predicted that average global temperature could increase by 6 degrees Celsius. That average global temperature could increase by 6 degrees Celsius. Give some facts which are alarming, which are, you can talk about very, you can say alarming, or 16 degrees Celsius at the end of the century. Okay? So risen from 14 to 16 degrees Celsius. Any fact that you mention, I have given in one line, but that is just an example for you. Any fact that is very alarming, shocking, the world should react, the world should act on it, the world should take steps immediately, you give a fact like that. If you don't want to give a fact, give a very solid example. I was reading World Economic News, so it was that now we see a lot of rainbows. So why is this phenomena happening? Though rainbows are very beautiful, but this is definitely a result of climate change, which is astonishing, and it said that countries must act urgently. Okay, so please guys, this thing is an example. You can give that example according to the World Economic Forum, as per discussed in the World Economic News. Okay, so mention these reports or mention the websites, for example, United Nations facts, World Economic Forum, or you can also mention the environment groups. Okay, I am coming to the COP part also. Obviously without that the topic will be incomplete. But what is your body paragraph now? Body paragraph can be divided. You can write 2 paras. You don't have a lot because you have only 250 words. So body paragraph, if we leave 50-50 for conclusion and for what? Introduction, you can write 2 paras. So what will you write here? Body paragraph, you can write the causes, and then you can write what is being done currently. When I talk what is being done currently, then your summits will come. Okay. So what are the causes? What are the effects? Okay, so causes, guys, what are the causes? The Earth's climate, the Earth's, my handwriting is a little big, I think. So it is eating a lot of space, but approximately 250. Okay, climate has always changed and evolved. Has always changed and evolved. Okay, now what are the causes? Give a general line, then you can start. Some of these changes have been due to, when you are writing causes, you can't mention point. Some of the changes, you in essays you can never write points, so what will you do? Put comma, 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 and put a variety of points. That is that way you have mentioned a lot many things, you have covered the content also completely. Some of these changes are caused, like you have mentioned, guys. What have you mentioned in the chat? Let us pick up your points here. Some of these changes are caused due to ठीक है okay ठीक है floods, forest fires, human activities like deforestation, ठीक है, burning fossil fuels. Okay, so has been caused due to floods. Okay, so first mention few of the natural calamities, then you talk about what? Human activities. So okay, when we talk about floods, volcanic eruptions, forest fires, mention a few. Forest fires, volcanic eruptions, and then do mention this word. Okay, volcanic eruptions, etc. And also human activities like deforestation, burning of fossil fuels, human activities like deforestation, you can write burning of fossil fuels, very basic language, because causes you all know, stubble burning, burning of fossil fuels, etc. So I am just writing and giving you an idea, but you can add more points for causes. But in very simple language, use comma, okay, and you mention causes, right? The second para, first you can add few more lines. You have to mention exactly what are the causes and what are the effects, okay? So when I mention the first para, it should be about causes plus the effects of climate change together. Please remember. Actually, why? Because my body paragraph 2 should be about the current status. Always updated content, body para 2 should be about my current status. So where was the climate summit held recently? What happened? Okay, you have to give that. Okay, so what will you say? The climate, okay, very, very important here in Egypt. So you know your current affairs. You know, if you get an essay like that where you can put your current affairs information, because you learn a lot of GA current affairs, you know where is the summit happened, what has happened in the summit, what are the bullet points, what are the action items there. You can use that in your descriptive. So be very clever there. You use your GA also here. Okay. Now, what will you mention? Body paragraph 2. Okay. The message from UN, the message from UN is loud and clear, that is loud and clear, that if immediate action, to stop, if immediate action to stop the rising temperatures, to stop the Earth's rising temperatures aren't acted up or are not taken, to stop the Earth's rising temperatures are not taken not taken, we all will have to bear the severe consequences. We all will have to bear severe consequences. Okay, and this was obvious. This became obvious in the recent summit. This became obvious, or this was repeated, or you can write reiterated in the recently held 27th Conference of Parties to the UN conference. You can write the full form first. Okay, we write the full form first. So Conference of the Parties to the UN Framework Convention, to the UN Framework. What has happened? UN Framework Convention. Okay, UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, which is in short called COP27. This is short. First you write the full form. Climate change. So you will write the short form COP27. Okay, it is not, my handwriting is like a little big, but it is not that lengthy. Okay, you have to write XYZ Gautam in letter. Okay, clear? ऐसे में पैराग्राफ में लिखा है तो लेफ्ट साइड से ही लिखना है या थोड़ी जगह छोड़ेंगे? आशीष, you have not watched my yesterday's video. You will not get any option to leave space because everything, your interface will only allow you to write from the extreme left. You are not allowed to leave space. Simple. ठीक है? Madhurima, I liked your points. Rapid industrialization, urbanization, increased technology advancements at the cost of the environment. Okay, clear? So guys, please understand, you have to mention the recent you can say meeting, okay, where now you will write here, this became obvious in the recently held 27th Conference of the Parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, where world leaders were, guys, where world leaders were warned. What happened in that climate summit? The world leaders were given a warning. So where world leaders were warned about what? Of a highway that we are going to go, of a highway to climate hell. It is, the condition is so bad, highway to climate hell. So this condition they warned about, okay, that we might go or reach a condition where we are going to hell in terms of climate. No title is not to be given, Gokul. In essay, no title to be given. Okay, yeah. Now, in my paid batch, Prabhanshu, all the topics, 15 to 20 topics that I have done of essays with the content is in my paid course. Okay. Now, radiation effect, you can definitely add Tamil. You can add that. But you know what the problem is, when you start typing 250 words, it is not a lot. You will realize this in your exam that you will have for some topic so much content. So you will have to figure out first, write basic things about the topic. If you have extra words, then you put extra words. But basics should be done. Okay. DK Piyush, we are writing on climate change. Okay. Now, highway to climate hell. Acha, ab batao. This year's summit, mention about the summit in the second body paragraph. Okay, this year's summit focused on the inadequate ambition, now we are showing how we are not acting responsibility. Our goals are very low in terms of saving the climate or environment, to curb global greenhouse gas emissions. Inadequate ambition to curb, to stop global greenhouse gas emissions. Okay, so this is a major issue, right? And aimed to fully fulfill, and aimed, what happened next? There was a target done to completely fulfill what agreement? Very important agreement that comes every time you write the climate essay. The promise of, if you remember guys, Paris Agreement. This was a treaty which was signed. Okay, you don't have to give the full definition or explain Paris Agreement, but we should know. So this was a treaty on the climate change where they have told to keep the global temperature rise to a minimum level. You know that. So whenever you talk about climate change, we always hear, even in articles, Paris Agreement will come. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, one request to everybody, if you have not watched my yesterday's class, please do that. I took 2 classes yesterday, and on interface also I took a class last night 8 p.m. on Oliveboard YouTube. Please watch that and go for your exam. One more thing, there is a secret I want to tell you to all the students who are at least watching my class one day before the exam. Even if you just mention the basics, you will score a lot. Even if you just fulfill word limit, grammar is okay, spelling is okay, content is basic, you will score good marks. So don't say I'm poor at descriptive. You can all score, depends on what is your mindset. Okay, people who are already saying that what will I do, I am hopeless, I am helpless, you will not score. You will get at least one option where you are all able to write at least average content, I'm telling you. Okay, link is not there in description. Okay, I will just share the link. Okay, no, you can't exceed the word limit. Please stick to the word limit. If you will exceed the word limit or write less, your words will be deducted, your marks points will be deducted, which I don't want. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm just guys, wait, I'll just make them share in the chat box yesterday's interface class link. Okay, now what has India done? Next part, guys, this topic actually it is very lengthy, so you have to be very careful what to include, what to exclude. So I think we should write 3-4 lines on what India is doing, what steps are taken by India to curb climate change, right? So now India has taken several steps to fight climate change, such as I think it is important we should mention this, right? India has taken several steps. वो class का link मिलेगा क्या? India has taken several steps to fight climate change. Okay, such as, guys, what are the steps taken? You just mention few points. We don't have a lot of word limit. Okay. So guys, just mention a few points. Yeah, there is a problem, serious problem. If you exceed word limit, your marks will be cut in the exam. Okay. Okay, such as we have pledged, what is our promise, guys? Now by the Prime Minister, there is a pledge. What is that pledge? That India will have net zero emissions by 2070. Okay, net zero emissions. Now this is also data, but this is an important data, by 2070. I don't think I have given you data in other topics. There are some topics where data is required, at least minimal data that we are using. Okay, okay, by 2070. This data is, I don't think you will have to remember like that. In GA or in your current affairs question only you have done this. Okay. So you are just using that same data. Sorry. Okay. Now, can you give me other methods if you want to write 1-2 lines more? Okay. What else are we doing? This is one target. What else? The country's primary focus will be. The country's primary focus will be. The country's primary focus will be on, because I am very scared of exceeding the word limit, I'll be careful. Only my very, very important points. On the rational use of, on the practical or rational use of natural resources. Okay, what else India is doing? Okay, national resources with due regard to energy security. So we'll consider or we'll keep in mind energy security with due regard to energy security. Okay, so this is one thing, right? Now, also guys, see, you can mention a lot of points if you can. In short, for transport we are promoting EV use, electronic vehicle use, that is also one point. Okay, Environment Day, how we celebrate that, very good Karnik, very good point that you are mentioning. Don't think of fancy words, fancy points, even basics. If you know, you can write this essay very well. Okay, so what else we are doing now? Waste management, there are innovative things done. Okay, in the industrial sector we are trying to improve energy efficiency. Okay, there is a scheme called Perform, Achieve and Trade scheme. Perform, Achieve, Trade. In each sector we are doing something for the environment. Okay, we are trying to be sustainable. Okay, so you mention this sector wise also, you can mention how much ever you can write. Okay, coming to your conclusion then, just take a fair idea. Guys, never worry about the language. Like I said, even basic if you write, you can score good. The only thing you have to worry about is grammar part. I can't see your chat, wait. Okay, so only worry about the grammar portion. Okay, if that goes wrong, your marks are deducted. Okay, exact data you don't want. Okay, we write 2030 Avinash, your marks will be deducted because it is machine checking, so they can copy. Now data they can check, machine can check data. So at least this is current affair data, 2070 you should know. Okay, right. Nitish, I like your points also. Okay, so you can mention these points. Guys, what should be your conclusion, you tell me. What can be a conclusion to this essay? Despite, are we happy? Every other day there is a problem, there is an article, there is an editorial about climate change saying that enough steps are not taken, it is immediate, warning you about climate change. So are we happy about what we are doing? No, we are not doing enough. The world is not doing enough for climate change. So what will you write? Despite all the efforts in the past, despite all the efforts in the past, despite all the efforts in the past, what will you write next? Very little change has been observed on the ground. Means root level, there is limited change. The very little change has been observed on the ground. Okay, right? Experts say that we should collectively work towards making course correction. Okay, I don't think you should need to know what experts say. Just write a suggestion. We should actively work. We should actively and collectively work towards course correction. So whatever wrong we have done till now, ignored our ambitions, not fulfill our targets regarding climate, so we should collectively work towards, we should correct all that. So course correction and thus बिल्कुल ले सकते हैं. ग्रेटा थंडरबर्ग का नाम ले सकते हो, क्या ले सकते हो? ठीक है, डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट यू वांट टू राइट, आप लिख सकते हो नेम. ठीक है, टू अवॉइड disasters. Okay, so you can also write we should act more responsibly. Now we are at a time where there is no time. Actually, you can use a quote by Greta that we are in a phase where there is no time to think. Also, if you really care about the environment of the earth where we live, there is no time to think. Also, it is just the time remaining is to act. Okay, so you can write her quotes also here. Okay, in climate change actually you can use quotations also. There might be lot of quotations also. Okay, देखो अब मैजिक ट्रिक जो है, मैं आपको सिंपल सी बात बताती हूँ. मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ कुछ नहीं है इसमें. ऐसे में आपको बहुत बेसिक लैंग्वेज लिखना है. जीए का यूज करो. जीए का, करंट अफेयर्स का इंफॉर्मेशन यूज इन योर एसेज. You will be able to write the content. You will not go blank. At least one topic you will get where you are able to write one very general topic. IBPS has this one topic they'll give very general, so you don't worry about that. Now it depends on your mindset, what you will do, how will you handle. If you panic in the exam, you will not do good. Simple. Okay, chalo guys, anything else? Tell me. When to use what tone for passages? Devdeep, I've already done so many classes on tones. Just revise one of the PDFs from paid batch for tones, you revise. Okay, anything else? Here I am for descriptive doubts. Ask me guys. Okay, do you want to try one letter? Should we try one letter? Are you all ready? Should I give you a question? Do you want to accept the challenge? What if keyboard gets logged? Then eat invigilator's head. Anyways, keyboard, not everything will work. Okay, you went to a hotel and you had a bad experience recently. Okay, so you write a letter to the hotel manager. First you will write, okay, I will not, don't cheat, okay, first you write, then I'll give you the answer. To the hotel manager regarding or complaining about recent unpleasant experience. चलो लिखो, ये आपका है फॉर्मल लेटर, वेरी बेसिक फॉर्मल लेटर. स्टार्ट राइटिंग. Critical is when you are blaming someone. Okay, recorded lectures after. Can we get access of recorded lectures after purchasing? Which batch, Pankaj? Which recorded lectures you want? My descriptive batch, Kranti batch. Super elite includes that, but yeah, I don't know what are you asking. Okay, yeah, we keep the tense similar. Komali, we keep the tense similar. Full stop के बाद space आता है? Yes, आता है. ठीक है. In between two words you put space, same way, right? Full stop के बाद space आता है. ठीक है. चलो, पहला बताओ क्या लिखोगे? यहाँ पे first thing informal letter, which address you write? Tell me quickly guys. Sender's address. क्या है sender's address? बताओ. कुछ भी random address लिखो. ठीक है. हाँ, जैसे आप देखो मैं लिखूंगी random address 2 3 1 कॉमा. ठीक है. कौन सा नगर? कोई भी नगर लिखो. राज एनक्लेव, कुछ भी, एनक्लेव, नगर, वट एवर यू वॉन्ट टू राइट, यू राइट, कॉमा. ठीक है. देन विच रोड? if you keep the address for only 2 lines, that is also good. ठीक है. If you want to exceed, you can also write 3 lines. Okay, 2 to 3 lines is okay, right? हाँ. ट्विन टावर नहीं, क्या, ताज टावर, कुछ तो भी लिखो. रैंडम, डोंट राइट योर एड्रेस. ताज टावर, कॉमा, न्यू दिल्ली. Okay, dash, random pin code. What is the random pin code? You can write anything. 562102. Bas, no full stop after this. So comma here, no full stop. Okay, this is your address. Now we write date. 26th November, comma 2022. Date format, some of you have shared different, but that is also correct. Don't worry about date format. This is also right. I can see 111 people watching the class. Please like the session also. Guys, I am doing this revision class for all of you. Do please like the session. Okay. So pin code, sender's address, random pin code, date. Now what will come next? Receiver's address. कौन है? Who are you writing the letter to? It is clearly mentioned the manager, hotel manager. You can just write manager. Okay, comma, ABC Hotel. If you don't want to give any name, ABC Hotel. Okay, comma, New Delhi, dash 621212, whatever pin code you want to write. Then what do you write after this, guys? Receiver's address. After this, what do you write? Somebody is forgetting the format. I will scold all of you guys. Now I will give a good scolding to all of you. No, pin code can be anything. Same, different, not a problem. Pin code you write different only actually. Okay. हाँ, comma के बाद space आता है ना next word लिखने के लिए. Space after everything you use. After comma, after word. Yeah, very good. Paras, subject. क्या होगा subject? बताओ मुझे. Before salutation, what is the subject you want me to write? It is a complaint letter basically. What is a complaint? हाँ, बताओ. एग्जैक्ट कॉमा लिखना है, कॉमा आता है लेटर में, कितनी बार पूछते हो सेम क्वेश्चन, हाँ होता है कॉमा। बताओ सब्जेक्ट बताओ। You know where you will get the subject from the question only. Go back to the question. What are you writing? Recent unpleasant experience. Okay. So you know what my exactly my subject will be very short, and I will save my words also. Unpleasant experience. Okay, at your hotel. Simple. Keep it short. Simple. Okay. Copy paste from the question. Then you write dear sir, comma. Okay, dear sir, respected sir, both are acceptable, both can be used. ठीक है, I put a dash after subject. If suppose in your exam this doesn't work, I think this should work, you can put a semicolon, or if nothing works, just leave one space here in between and you start writing. You have to be very clever also there. Don't panic if anything doesn't work. Okay, semicolon not working, dash not working, leave one space and you write. Okay, you have to be very smart there. Don't panic on small things. Okay, chalo, I have been a, now what should be our content, right? First line. Okay, today I will not give the content, you tell me your first line. After your feedback in the chat box, we will prepare the content. So when you start, you first tell them that you have been visiting that hotel, you had good experiences, but this time you faced issues, right? What will you write? Right, I have been a loyal customer. I have been a loyal customer of your hotel. I have been a loyal customer of your hotel. Yeah, only senders. Okay, in informal Maltesh there is only one address. Okay, I have been a loyal customer of your hotel and have always appreciated the excellent customer service and have always appreciated the excellent customer service okay you offer. Okay, full stop. Now first you always tell how you are important to them. You have been a regular customer, loyal customer, you have earlier also availed the services. First tell how you are important, then you complain. Don't directly jump to the complaint. Okay, very good Ravi, very good. I've been staying at your hotel for the last 5 years. Okay, ठीक है. Now what is the problem guys? A recent, however, okay, however, a recent, now contrast, okay, a recent unpleasant experience has shaken my belief in your ability to provide, has shaken my belief in your ability to provide top-notch customer service. Okay, now I don't trust you that much. Now you have broken my trust. You can write in simple words. Okay, has broken my trust. The recent unpleasant experience in your hotel has broken my trust. You can write that. Okay, I stayed. Now guys, very important. You cannot mention if you are complaining which room number you stayed, what is the date you stayed on, how many days. Give the details. These details are important. So I stayed in room this XYZ whatever. I stayed. Now give these facts which are important. In room XYZ. Okay, number, or you can write random any number also. Okay, right. From which dates? November 15th to November 18th, okay, of this month. Okay, now throughout the stay, what was your unpleasant experience? It can be poor food served, staff being rude. Okay, throughout the stay, comma, I was served mediocre food. Okay, you can mention 2 reasons in detail, that will be good enough. Do not mention 10-20 reasons. Actually 3-4 you can mention, and after using comma. Okay, like all your content what you are writing, that I invited my friends for a party and the food was awful, food was really bad, the food was stale, mediocre. Okay, water was not coming in the washrooms. Okay, there were basic services which were you can say inadequate, the staff was very rude, the staff was impolite, कुछ भी ऐसा. ठीक है, रियल लाइफ में अगर आपने एक्सपीरियंस किया, यू कैन मेंशन दोज ऑल्सो. सो द बाथरूम फिटिंग्स वर फॉल्टी. Throughout the stay, I was served mediocre food. Also, the bathroom fittings were faulty. The bathroom fittings were faulty. Okay, and just add one more thing, guys. Okay, and the room service was pathetic, and the room service was very bad, and the room service was pathetic. Okay, after complaining about the same, okay, you can say AC not working, Wi-Fi not working, your general concerns. Okay, right. I had an extremely noisy neighbor, also you can mention. I complained to the staff. Okay, but even after complaining to the staff, even after complaining to the staff, no corrective action, corrective action was taken, or there was no resolution to my problem, no corrective action was taken. Okay, moreover, the worst was when the staff was being very, very rude. Okay, right? So yeah, moreover, the staff was impolite. Okay, ठीक है, इतना लिखो. Now conclusion lines. Okay, you can say nobody responded to my issue, nobody heard me. Okay, my problems were unheard, and there were delays still. Okay, there was no response. Also, the staff became very impolite when asked about it. Right, you can mention that. What will be your closing lines? Can you give me a few options? 2-3 lines, closing lines. Can you tell me? Conclusion. You are complaining. Why are you complaining? Maybe you want a refund, or maybe you don't expect the same thing to happen when you visit next time, or because you have been a loyal customer, you want to give this so that based on this feedback they improve on this, right? Anything. I am writing this to encourage you to, now you might not ask for refund, okay, but what you can say is, I am writing this to encourage you to improve your customer service, to improve your customer service, as I would not like to have an experience, okay, as I don't want this experience to ruin my positive impressions as I don't want this kind of experience again. That will ruin my positive impression. Ruin my positive impression. That will ruin my positive impression. Okay, about your hotel. About your hotel. Hope this will be looked into. About your hotel. Or you can depend, if your words are over then okay, or you can add hope this will be looked into. Okay, and I expect a pleasant service the next time I visit. Okay, and or hope you will forward this feedback, or hope you will work on this feedback. Anything you can frame differently. Okay, right. And then sincerely, yours sincerely, or yours faithfully, whatever you want to write, comma, yours faithfully, comma, what is your name? You will not write your real name, ABC, XYZ, whatever. You have to adjust, guys. When you see on the screen the word limit is shown, you see that I have written only 110 words or 120 words. I have 30 words to write or 20 words to write more. Add a few more lines, because you have to be careful. Every time while you are typing, the word limit will show. So when you are seeing the word limit, you adjust your writing or whatever content. Okay, clear? I don't know, I think eccentric, you are not using the correct spelling. Eccentric is like Devdeep, odd, very, very different. Okay, okay. Everybody, guys, I am telling you my last suggestion before exam. I really feel all of you can score good enough. And first, which will you attend? Please attend the letter first. Okay, don't take more than 10 minutes for letter. Take 2 minutes to think about your topic, your content, out of the options, which one you will write. Okay, and think and type. Don't start typing as soon as you see the question. Think and then type, because editing is very difficult. Then you write essay. Okay, here also you will give time 3 minutes to thinking and the rest remaining to typing. Okay, think and write. If you get a rough sheet, just on the rough sheet write your bullet points. For example, in intro I will add this point. In body, just bullet points, very, very in rough way. Okay, in conclusion I will add this. So you have a fair idea. Okay, you don't make too many mistakes and then the problem is editing. Okay, yes, you all will do well. It also is on the mindset. So guys, cost of exceeding word limit is very dear. When I say cost is dear, means you will lose a lot of words. Guys, you will get lot of marks. You will get very good marks in descriptive if you follow word limit, if you read the question instructions very carefully. It is not that compulsory 250 words this year also. They might change also. You have to read the question instructions carefully. So, follow the word limit. Okay, follow the grammar, correct spellings, basic content, and you get good marks. Okay? Why do you want to less write few words or not complete the paper? Why are you thinking like this? Mindset is everything. So before your exam, I will say mindset. Be very, very positive. If you even get a negative thought, change it into positive. Say my paper will be excellent. My paper will be awesome. Okay? Word limit in letter as per last year will be 150 words. Okay? Okay, there is only one shift. Tomorrow we are going to do the exam analysis also on Oliveboard YouTube. So call me once you are out of the hall. Give me your feedback. I will be waiting for all of you. Okay, and guys, in the comments, today's homework is in the comments. Everybody will write before you go to sleep that my paper will be excellent. My paper or whatever I do in the exam will be excellent. My paper will be excellent. This you have to mention in the comments below. I don't want you to go with a very, very negative mindset. Simple. Okay? Don't do vocabulary stunt. Exactly. Backspace काम करेगा. ठीक है? Backspace काम करेगा. और सब लोग बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हो. You all have the potential. You all, descriptive is nothing. Descriptive, even you are all school pass outs. You can write you can do a fair job. Simple. Okay? Right, so your paper will be excellent. When the video ends, mention in the comments below. I will check whoever will write. Okay, so this is from my side. Watch my previous classes, interface, few sample letters, sample essay, and do well. Okay, Paid batch students can obviously go and read the PDFs what I have given you and go to, even if it is a new topic, you will manage. There will be one topic at least on which you can write good content or average content or basic content. I know that. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you.